and it just didn't happen.
I love that film.
I wouldn't go so far as to say I wouldn't go so far as to say I love it, but I definitely enjoyed it. I thought he set it up that could have been like an ongoing saga between
Samuel L. Jackson's character.
I was just going to say George Glass because I can't remember what his name is.
Was it George Glass? Well, Mr. Glass. He was called, right?
Yeah, George Glass is from Brady Bunch.
Is Jan's boyfriend. Yeah, but yeah. So,
hi, George.
I thought. I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was. It could have been like a real, like, legit rivalry being introduced that could have went someplace, and they just never. He never went anyplace else with it.
But I kind of felt like at the end he said, "Well, okay, here's this mythology." And this is why it's a big twist ending, you know? It's like you had to learn something to find out why.
Oh, wait,
whereas the end of The Sixth Sense...
You've just described every movie except for The Sixth Sense by M. Night Shyamalan.
Well, yeah, and Signs...
Boring.
Signs, it was kind of like another forced twist ending.
Lady in the Water was good, too. I like Lady in the Water.
I haven't seen that, I'll be honest.
It's pretty good. So I didn't know what to expect going in, and I thought it was a pretty decent movie.
I love The Village, though. I think The Village was great.
Which one was Signs? Is that with Tom Cruise or Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson and
I don't watch movies with
aliens.
him.
Joaquin Phoenix.
I think the last movie I enjoyed with Mel Gibson was probably Mad Max, I guess.
No, The Road Warrior.
No, I'm trying to think what else.
Tina Turner blew him away.
You don't like the Lethal Weapons?
See, even Terror. I mean, there's a soft spot in my heart for Terror Dome because I love wanting to know who rules Bartertown and stuff like that. But it's a really bad movie.
You didn't like Conspiracy Theory.
I don't think I saw Conspiracy Theory.
You don't like the Lethal Weapons?
You don't need it.
I think the Lethal Weapons were the start of the problem. As entertaining as the first one was.
The first two are really good. The first one is brilliant, but like in the sense of action movies, you know, like it's not like, you know.
I know that those are the ones that introduced the whole idea of the bad guy is dead. Wait, he's back, even though we thought we won. Isn't that from the first Lethal Weapon? Isn't that where that whole like character plot move of just like
you mean coming back in a sequel or
no like coming back after the big battle scene? It's over. We won. Oh wait, Hans Gruber or whatever his name is.
That?
What's that?
I would have thought that was done before.
I really thought it was. It might be Die Hard though. I might be getting them confused.
Like where the bad guy.
Die Hard. Well, no, in Die Hard, Bruce Willis was actually dead.
Oh my God! I didn't even realize it.
Sorry, Vito. What were you saying?
No, I was going to say that it's like where the bad guy gets shot and like, you know, like, or like he gets beaten in combat or something, and then he falls to the ground and you think it's over, the fight's over, and then all of a sudden he gets up and everybody turns around and empties their guns on him.
Like every slasher movie ever when his arm goes up again.
Well, there you go.
Like Hulk Hogan after the 1, 2, 3 drop. 1, 2.
Not the third time.
Friday the 13th had an ending
he
like
shakes
that.
like he
and Friday the 13th was before Lethal Weapon.
Or like Jesus when he rose after 3 days.
Anything recently probably started that.
Okay. I'm wrong then.
What's your favorite action movie? American-made action film. Vito.
Bottle Rocket.
Die Hard.
Die Hard?
Yeah.
Chris.
Wow.
American-made. Everybody.
Probably Raiders of the Lost Ark, I guess.
I'm going to say T2. Go ahead.
That's a good one.
T2 is awesome.
Oh, dude, even Terminator, the original is fantastic.
No, but T2,
better.
They like the CG. They got the CG
nuts,
better.
Man. You're nuts.
I like him as a good guy.
I picked Raiders of the Lost Ark because that's the first thing that came to mind.
Action flick.
Die Hard.
Die Hard,
definitely.
Yeah.
I just think that, you know, no offense to, you know, Chris's choice, but I find that to be an adventure movie more than anything, and like I get caught up in the story, whereas with Die Hard I get caught up in the action.
The thing is, I was going to say when I think of Raiders of the Lost Ark, I almost kind of think like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings for some reason. It doesn't. I guess
think it's
action movies, I always
sci-fi,
think of happening
fantasy.
in current.
Okay, well, I guess it's
like RoboCop too.
It's kind of the same thing. All right, so then I take it back. Then my favorite is Speed 2.
Oh, I take mine back. Mine is Rush Hour. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I've got to be honest. I'm not a big action movie fan. When things are exploding and it's something big to worry about,
I love it.
I really couldn't care less.
Didn't like Kindergarten Cop?
Yeah, that was a great one. That was my favorite one. You know what? I liked Last Action Hero, but even that was like a spin on the action film. I thought that was a good movie.
But it's got action in the title, so.
And Commando, I liked Raw Deal.
Toy Soldiers.
I liked every Arnold Schwarzenegger film ever, actually, come to think of it.
Which one's Raw Deal? Is that the one with Belushi's brother?
No, that's Beethoven. I have no idea which one Raw Deal is. I just remember it was a movie. I think that is. No, that's
The Man
Red.
with One
no,
Red
that's
Shoe?
Red Heat. I think.
Okay. Arnold's Russian in the movie. That's all.
Arnold's Russian and Jim Belushi's the
Red
tough Chicago cop that he gets paired with a Detroit cop or something.
It's called Twins. Twins. Get it straight.
Cobra, was that Arnold Schwarzenegger? Or was
Cobra
that
is
Stallone?
no, Sylvester Stallone.
Sly Stone. Get him right.
Quiz question for the day. You ready for play the game show music? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. What's Cobra's first name?
Steve.
No, let me guess.
Sergeant.
Douche.
Anyone?
Steve.
No.
Kai.
You're wrong. What's his first name?
Harriet.
No.
Is that why he's so
No,
mad?
no, Marion. I'm sorry, Marion Cabretti. Marion Cobra Cabretti.
You know who else was named Marion?
Barber, the barber from the harbor.
The mayor of Washington, D.C.
Famous action hero from older times. Further back. Not from like
That
the
would be John
1800s.
Wayne.
That is correct.
John Wayne Gacy.
Yes.
That's my favorite action hero.
John Wayne's gay, see?
I know John Wayne was a pansy.
John Wayne's gay, see?
His clown act was great.
His name is Marion.
And that's that.
Oh, I like it. I appreciate. When you're talking about action movies, you know what it makes me think about? Speed and Speed 2, generally, more often than anything else. And this week, you guys remember Speed, right? It's a terrific film.
I remember doing it in high school.
I remember all the Jason Patrick movies.
Right, exactly. Well, the first Speed, the whole. I can't say
first
gimmick or
Speed?
shtick. What's the word I'm thinking of? Whatever. The movie Speed. They were on a bus, the whole thing, and I just want to tell a little story about my bus ride this week. I'm on the way home from work on Thursday, and there's a woman standing. It was overcrowded. I went home early in the day, and the bus was super overcrowded, and there's a woman standing like 2 seats in front of me next to a woman in a chair, and the woman has a bag over her head, over her shoulder. And as we're riding on the bus, this bag keeps missing, hitting the woman who's sitting next to her's head by maybe 2 inches, more like an inch, over and over again for an hour and 15 minutes on the bus. And every once in a while, the woman who almost gets hit like turns her head, looks over with like a huffy puffy face on, but she never says one word to this woman that almost clacks her in the
She's
face.
waiting for her to get hit. That's
so she could be mad about it.
Yes, that's me.
She was
hit me, please hit me.
See, I don't understand what the mindset is, and I guess I'll delve into your warped, perverted, creepo, drunken, poet fighting mind. What the mindset is to do that? Why wouldn't you just say, "Oh, excuse me, could you watch your bag? You're almost smashing my face in," repeatedly.
People don't like to talk to each other.
I definitely do not like to talk to strangers unless I'm intoxicated. And if someone is invading my space, they're immediately rude and they're irresponsible. And the more they do it, as opposed to me reminding them that, hey, there's other people in this world and you should be thinking about them from time to time when you're out amongst us, you should be you should know that intuitively and be able to deal with it.
You should intuitively know the
not to be invading my space. And
well, if you're on a city bus at rush hour, there's no way you're not going to be your space is going to be invaded.
Right. Okay. Well,
it's
let me put it
always
this
going to
way:
be invaded.
if you're on a city bus in rush hour, are you waving around a bag over your head?
Well, that's true. But I'm thinking swinging like a pendulum over a shoulder.
No one is winging a bag around anyone's head. What I was saying is, being on a bus, you're intuitively supposed to be used to the fact that a place where you're not even supposed to be on without sitting. Once their seats are filled, they're not supposed to let more people on the bus. But
really?
But they do all the
Wow.
time. They do. Yes, it's not standing room only. It's supposed to be only.
I did not know that.
Only for seated passengers. But they do let people on all the time. It's not a big deal. But it's an area that I would say it's not even 3 feet wide. The little alleyway
it's
down
about 2 by 2 space,
right
like 2 foot.
down the center of a bus, and this woman doesn't know what the space constraints are. I don't see. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think
She should know.
I think she's in the wrong for almost hitting the woman. I absolutely do. But I don't think that it was a malicious act, and I don't think that she's intrinsically rude because of it. I think that it's a matter of that it's hard to judge from that position where you are. Again, I'm not trying to make it that she's in the right and the woman who's in the seat is wrong, because it would have annoyed the F out of me and I would have said something to her. I just don't understand not saying
If the lady's sitting down,
did I even say
words? No.
Exactly what I just said. Did she not say some? Those words just came out of my mouth.
You eat your sentences. You're just like, hey man,
I'm just
I think the lady sitting down should have said, you're almost hitting me. And then what do you think that lady's response would have been standing up with the purse?
I'm sorry. And
exactly.
she would have moved her bag.
Exactly. And that would have been it. It would have been over. So they're kind of both in the wrong. But the lady standing up should know spatially that she has no room and the bag shouldn't be swinging. I mean, the ladies probably. I think the lady standing up is in the wrong.
You know what? That's, I guess this question should be posed. It should be put out there in an important manner.
You know, this week I went to the bank